Could it be that this wholeness, this oneness that we talk about, is so frightening that the mind cannot exist in duality if it sinks into the oneness of things? We are lost. And so could it be that the identity we've created is based a lot on this duality, the splitting of things, the holding on to fear, the memories of the past? They become us. By themselves, they would move through us. But the I, who needs the identity to repeat itself, needs to hold all of that. Now, we also differentiate between what we call a service I and a selfish I. Very often, the ego is seen as a relatively negative component of our existence. It's not my experience that's very accurate. It's often because they have not studied psychology. A lot of the old teachers, they mean something a little bit different. But the idea is the ego is only the doer. And so this part that is greedy, that's selfish for itself, that's the part that creates the problem. On the other hand, there's an ego part that helps you get through your day, helps you organize your life. There's no attachment to that. This does not cause the problem. Some will say the body is a problem. As long as you have a body, you will suffer. The reality is that suffering is a psychological phenomenon. Pain, of course. As you get older, as things happen, you're going to have pain. That's quite normal. Suffering is psychological. That is, the mind is using that pain to hurt itself, to maintain its position. So could it be that we're frightened of this freedom, of not having something to suffer about? We talk a lot about a suffering mind. And the idea is that some people, for example, will take a diamond and make coal out of it. You following? They're given a gift, but they don't know what to do with it. Could it be that on some level we have done this to ourselves without realizing it? We're in traditions, are we not, in our cultures that are very much based on duality. Look at our atomic energies. Fission. We love to split things. We forget the consequence of that splitting. I'm afraid to ask who that's from. Even when those things work well, the pollution is all still part of the splitting. Could the meltdown that's taking place now, is that connected with us in some way? So this work suggests that what you're looking at on the outside is part of a reflective universe. That is, it's showing us our own level of consciousness. Not a punishment, but part of karma in a sense. What we do comes back to us. What goes around comes around. And so the splitting of things looks very powerful. And it is on its level, of course. It has to be kept under control. Does that sound like us? Have we done the splitting, forgot about the split, lost contact with some oneness, and now have to maintain control over the person you call yourself? And is there a fear, a deep fear? We call it holophobia, the fear of wholeness. That at some level, this person you become might have a meltdown, a loss of control. As you move into a spiritual realm, we talk about a con role, that is, with the movement of things, with the energy of things. It's like when you drive your car, you're looking at a green light, green light, green light. It looks a little strange today, no? You're looking for the red light. Ah, yes, the red light. Because you know this. So if things move too well in your life, is there a part that wants to stop that? That says to you, it's not going to be like this forever. Therefore, let's stop it now so I'm in charge of when that change takes place. What if we didn't do that? Is the question we're asking. What if we began to explore this deeper part of myself that knows the movement, knows the con roll, is very excited and wants to be coming out? But the I part of us, the selfish I aspect that wants the power, can't give it up. It's clear. The ego part of us can't give up itself. It's also by an interesting process that we talk often about killing the ego. It's not my experience that's a very useful function. First of all, why we want to kill anything? An ego doesn't exist. We realize this, I guess. It's a construct. All the fighting against the ego, the denying of the ego, the maintaining how useless it is and how negative it is also part of the construct. No one's seen an ego. It's an illusion. It's a complete illusion. Illusion doesn't mean nothing exists. It means it's not the way we see it. The body is also an illusion. It's mostly space. If we were to condense the body, it's about this big. So when we are defending ourselves, physically, psychologically, it's only about this much space that we're defending. So who is this person we're talking to? Who puts his pants on in the morning? Fixes this, gets ready for an evening. And as we go deeply into these things together, we begin to explore most of who we are and what we do is an illusion. Again, not that it doesn't exist, but it's not the way we see it. Even from the physics of things, it's all movement. The basis of the world is not matter, but movement. So our question is, if we were to move more into movement, live from movement, shift the focus of this ego sense, I sense, make it an eccentric ego, not to throw it away, by the way, but to put it aside. Let it work for you. But keep this essential part of movement as your key.